All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Medas Jimo and how to make consistent passive income salary every month, making average of 9% non-stop. I tell you, 9% non-stop. I'm not going to go to detail about this, but I quickly want to show you what we call risk and reward system when it has to do with online system. Now, let me show you one of the temporal loss I'm having now in one of my trading. All right. It's an automated trading, right? So, but I'm having a temporal, what do you mean? A temporal loss. A temporal loss. Because when it has to do with trading, it involves low buy, sell, and of course, you have to consider taking certain risks into consideration. I'm a trader, I'm an investor, I'm a trainer, and I do much of online business when it has to do with financial market, synthetic crypto. Now, this market, this is gold. I'm on gold and it's running and I'm not taking profit. That's part of the greed that can happen. And I could get liquidated because I actually got in after getting this liquidity grab here and the market is on. Ordinarily, I ought to have taken profit, but I was busy. I've not had time to actually take profit. Now, so it's possible that even the profit I want to take, it can take off. But this is my point of interest where I want to target to take my profit. But it's quite dangerous because it's taking high of what we call Asian high for the day. So that means the market can have capacity to return back and come and take this or bounce back down again and invalidate all my trade. Now, these are certain risk involved. Now, this is one of it. And I have another one that's similar to it that I'm in. And then that is still struggling. I short this market and then waiting for the market to balance to this point or even come down here. Now, I'm just showing you all of this because when it has to do with business, online, trading, forex, crypto, and all of that, you should know certainly certain issues, risk are involved. I took this and then I short from here, having taken this high, and then I short here. These are just diverse ways or several ways of getting more money in the market. Now, what we have discovered is that it's actually cumbersome and very, very difficult for somebody to have effective trading strategy and plan on winning without being too emotional when you do not have a backup. So it's very difficult. If you have a backup, that is, you have a place where you can be making additional source of income, and then you will be able to be more consistent and stable in your trading. The emotion coming in will not be too much. Now, I have a trade that's running now on this place, and you can see that I'm on a temporal loss, right? In a very huge one. But this was about 0.6 or 0.5 Solana. It went down to about 0.19 and now it's returning back gradually. But look at it. What do you say to this? Now, this is a loss holding on, even though this is a kind of automated trading boat. So because most time people, when you tell them to come and invest, now look at it, I'm having realized loss and unrealized loss, meaning this one already a loss for a particular position entered, while this one is still hanging and all of that. Now, if I go back, so you will now be, so that's why we tell people you don't need to be emotional when it has to do with this. Why this one? Floating loss is this, realized profit is this, and so you can see what's just going on. I'm just showing you around so that you appreciate when I show you way of making passive salary income, you'll be happy with yourself. Now, if I go back to another place where I can show you, this is a platform, right, where you can invest your local currency, like if you're in Nigeria, we call it investing to money market or capital market capital market, which has to do with equity, money market, and all the like, mutual fund and all the like. Now, so you may think that that's that, but a lot of people believe and build more confidence on those areas. So I quickly want to just show you an example on how you can actually even invest in your mutual fund. So look at save and earn how many percent APY a yearly, and people put money here now, but the people that actually pity if you are doing this, for instance, with Naira, I don't know, because you are struggling with an inflation of over, so 13% APY, and you are struggling with inflation of about 32.7% inflation rate of a currency. So I don't think this is going to make a lot of sense. However, you can do that. That's another way of making money. So we have mutual fund, all right? So let's look at Naira Mutual Fund, which you can go about 13% APY, 18% APY if you go into Afri-Invest, Pluto's fund and all of that, which means you can make 18%. And what's the inflation rate? We say about 30 something percent. That means you can't even counterbalance the inflation. And that's one of the issues. However, I always tell people you can trade in stock, right? So if you can trade in stock, I trade stock a lot. I invest in stock and all of that. But of course, you should know that person who have not really built a cash flow, as of yesterday, it was about $6.11, and now it's about $6.24. Now, somebody who have not even built a cash flow, how will you be able to buy stock and just hold on to it and all of that? If you look yesterday, I was showing, or the other one of my training, I was showing people different stock and what they have done. Only on this stock alone, I, Felix, have made about 800% in less than 11 months. You heard me right. About 800% in less than 11 months and all of that. But in the same vein, this stock I just showed to you guys here, NEO, I have made money about since 2019, but last year or early this year, the stock was climbing down massively, meaning instead of me making money, I still bought part of this stock at $12, $11, $10, $9, and it plumbed back to about $3, but I bought more. But look at it, if you look at it now, those of us who bought this stock, how many, about, let's say a year ago at $9, right? About, or less than, yes, 2013, and in December, about $9. You can see that we are still in a floating loss, right? So if I go back to the time period, you can see the all-time high of this stock, it was about $63. So I'm not asking you to buy anyway, but you can see now that this stock is actually on the floor, right? Because I bought it back at about $3.85. So if you want to buy, why not? You can still buy, right? So if you want to know how to do all of those things, you can meet with me and I will put you through on how to navigate when it has to do with, financial market and all like. So I'm just showing you all of this. Now let's quickly look at it. Now I have a platform that can give you and make you a lot of money if you can pay rap attention. Now, example of this again is that about 30 days ago, this coin, I recommended it for people to buy, and for people who bought 30 days ago, have done 316%. Now, this is the point. The more the profit, the more chances of reward, the chances of losses that can happen. But that's why we encourage people for diversification. We put into minimal, considerate, moderate, high, and all the combination of risk so that we can counterbalance. When this one is giving us loss, this one can give us a settlement. In the same vein, we still have places again, we set in market to trade with automated machine, all right, whereby robot just do the trading for me. I don't need to know how to trade and all of that. But of course, you need to know how to access basic information. If you look at this, a boat was set and market have been triggered. But if you go back to the market activities, market was triggered here, but this guy is recording a temporal loss because after the market trigger on top here, that means market trigger somewhere here, the guy went down again. Can you say that? And all of this, I'm just showing you all of this that when it has to do with the financial market, expect down and up or even losses that you can record while you are going into your business. All right. Now you can see this now. I say I was in a short position for this market. I'm waiting for it to actually break and then this low. Once it breaks this low, I'm going to be riding the market, not even this point, but waiting to this downpour here. But can it happen just overnight? This thing can be toiling for a while now, and I may not even achieve my expected result. Do you understand? So what I'm showing to you is that we make money and we build, all right, asset and build equity and build wealth. So, but if you don't pay attention or you don't go for mentorship, you probably you can miss road. Are you getting it now? You can miss road as fast as possible. So because why? There are people who saw Bitcoin at about 70 something thousand dollars and they bought it and now they are waiting. What if Bitcoin ever get back to that $74,000 that people bought at? Now they will be at loss, or eventually they can even waste it and said Bitcoin will never rise again. Are you getting it now? Now, the good news I have for you is that I'm showing you a place where you can be making salary, and yet while the salary is coming, we show you how to diversify inputting, and that platform is called Paynet. Now, you ask me, Felix, upon all this, because I just show you coins I have bought and percentage growth I am on right now, and yet I'm still diversifying. You ask me, Felix, so why do you do that? Because this one now is called stable income, stable residual income. Okay, so what do I need to do? I'm going to need about minimum of $3,000, unless you want to go for a lesser one. So minimum of $3,000. Guess what? If you can be making even the 5% is not a bad deal anyway. For instance, I'm just using an example, because if I'm going to be investing in money market for APY of how many percent, you may say, okay, because the banking loan is secure. It's not true. There's nothing called secure. The only thing that is secure and stand and time stamp and it will be forever is the word of God. Every other thing, anything can happen. So we see what the kind of economic pressure that happening on even company that you thought you can rely on now, they can just mess you up. I'm not saying that you should not measure certain risk while you're investing. Now, I'm introducing to Paynet. This company have celebrated 3 years of consistency because they introduced new things like air travel, booking engine, where you can book and pay with Paynet token. They are looking about, what do we call this one? Online shopping, and then doing all of the things, exchange platform where you can trade, and over time you can even trade stock. We're talking about tokenization of real asset, blockchain, crypto, and all of that is actually happening live and all of that. So now for you be an investor, so how do we make money, or how much, or how do you go about investing on Paynet and make this money? Fine, very fantastic. Now you come back here, so you're going to need a link and you register. It's no trouble. Two link you would need is called Paynet, that is AFF 2024. I'm going to send a link to you if you're interested. And then you're going to need FMC Pay platform, because that's the place you can buy, the token. You can buy the token on coin store and all that, but at least this will be faster for you, because since as an internal economy of scale. Now, once you register, very simple. What do? You're going to register with your name and all of that. So encourage to put all the necessary security measure. And now what you do is to come and then register on FMC Pay, and you can deposit money. I've done a video about that. If you have any problem, you can chat with me on how to go into FMC Pay and make your money. So now, look at it. You click on staking, and once you click on staking, you're going to see different packages. The one I recommend is where you can make 9% salary structure for life for the next 24 months. You heard me right. The next 24 months, you're going to be making about 9% of your, I just say minimum of 3,000, but you can't do more than 3,000 at a go. So if you want to have more than that, maybe I want to load in 30,000 here. That means I'm going to do 3,000 times 10 places in this same account. That will be 30,000. But take note that each of them have capacity to give you total accrual of about 210% in that 24 month, and that's going to give you, because your capital 100% is back, and then you have 210%. That's why they say summary 310% altogether. Are you following now? So that means in a year, you are going to do about 105%. You heard me right? Come on. 105%. This is the lovely thing, because after bull run, we have bear market. And that's what made a lot of people run away. So what I do is that, why don't I push in as much money as I can in my money, and I push this? So how do I activate? So that is to say, every month I'll be making about 9%. 9% of $3,000 is about $270. You heard me right? 9% of $100 is about $270. That is to say, let's say $3,000 multiplied by 0.09. So that's about how much? $270 every month. So multiply by 12. So that means you are talking about $3,240 in a year. So the other one, so because the last month didn't get up to a month, so that's why everything cumulatively you are going to pick about $6,300 additional income without lifting your hands, and your $3,000 is given to you. That's why I said, in summary, what you are going to have, having put in $3,000, you should be expecting about $9,100, something like that. $9,300, if I'm not mistaken. $9,300. All right. So now, but every month, and in that every month, $270 in a month, look at Nigerian currency, let's say 1,600 naira to a dollar, that gives you about 432,000 naira every month salary. No stress, don't stress yourself. So in a day, it's about $9. So $9 times 1,600 naira in Nigeria, that gives you about 14,400 naira every blessed day. So imagine if you have, let's say you have five, so $3,000 multiplied by five. Okay, that's about 15,000. All right. So 15,000. So that means $270. All right, multiplied by five. Okay, so that means you are going to be making about $1,350 in a month. So divide by 30 days. So that's going to give you an average of $45 every day. So multiply by 1,600 naira. All right, that gives you about 72,000 naira every day. So multiply by 30 days. If you are in naira, that's about how many? 2.1 million, right? Oh, yes, am I mistaken that? 2,160,000, 2.1 million every blessed month as income for life for the next 24 months. You heard me right. So how do I package? I click here. That's what I'm showing you here. And 9% for your staking reward and all of that. Then you need to click on confirm package. Then it will give you this wallet. You copy your wallet, and then that's when you go to the FMC Pay and send exactly this volume. But it's not USDT you are sending here. Don't make that mistake. You are sending pay in. And once that is activated, alas, you are done. Now, if it's $1,000, of course, what you'll be making is 7%. 7% of $1,000 will be $70 every blessed month. If it's $500, that's 6%. So 6% of $500, you can do the arithmetic. You know how much you'll be making every blessed month, and it's passive. So look at this account. It's having $100 package, having $3,000 package. What it's showing you now is that it has made so far, this is not up to a month when this account was activated. As to say, what it has made, $222 because it has been withdrawn. And look at it, part of it I just even withdraw. I've not even sent it to my FMC Pay. Is here. All right. So that means every month. Now look at the logic. It's very simple. Since I have withdrawn this one, what do you think I'm going to do with this money? I go to look for low gem. Okay, imagine you make $270. Maybe you have this account up to like 4 or 5 places, $15,000. And now in a month, you make $270. So just like one of the account and use it to buy a coin like this, because that's what I do, right? I used to buy a coin like this. And so within a month, it has done $211. So let's look at it, $311. So let's say $311 by $270. So what if you have about 5 accounts? $270, that's about 1,350. $1,000 is used to buy a coin like this, and it did 300, let's say 300% in a month. So $1,000 times 3 places, that is additional $3,000. $3,000 plus your 1,000, that is $4,000. What are you talking about? That's the logic, and that's what we actually do in this space. So you can see, I said, you can't even imagine yourself to be too fervent in your trading. Okay, you can see the gold I expect to continue to go up, and now is getting weakened, and then want to return back to point of origin again and all of that. Even this guy, right? So that's one of the things. So you don't need to be racking your brain, over laboring yourself when it has to do with this opportunity. We just build strategy, making money with rest of mind. You give you the money, you pick out the money, and then you invest. You allow the market to doing whatever they are doing, and then you are making and helping yourself. So ladies and gentlemen, this is as simple as possible. It does not really cost you unnecessary stress for you to maximize this opportunity. And that's why I've been encouraging people to take advantage of it. So imagine, even if you don't know how to trade, And now you can always make money as fast as possible. So this is, I call it, that's why I call it salary for life. Are you following me? That's why I call it salary for life. In the same vein, we trade all the financial instruments, forex, synthetics, and all of that. I think I was just telling somebody about this point, why this person. So now some of you, when you are trading, certainly you are going to make some error, maybe a wrong trade, and then money is out of your hands. So what do you now do when it comes to that point? It's on that note, when you have a financial backup, you can always bounce back again, even when you blow an account or you have a wrong trade. Rather than just getting moody, getting tired of the whole thing, then you can still be fine getting yourself back to the market because you have a backup. Can see what gold is doing. Okay, there's a sentiment already because of the upcoming news. You see what I've just told you, and then you see what gold is doing already. And so imagine you, if it's done, that's the only thing you can just hope on and all of that. So you are going to be under pressure. You'll be making a lot of mistake. Should I not? Okay, you can see I told you that this high to be taken, and so now, and that's exactly what is happening now. So imagine you do not have any alternative. So you are going to be making wrong judgment in your trade. Does that make sense? So ladies and gentlemen, this is how it works, and this is how we build up ourselves, making passive income on regular basis, salary, and then trading with less stress and not overburdening yourself. So you can see now that even if my trade, because a lot of us are being profit, so even if my trade go wrong, I have where more money can come for me. That doesn't mean I should be careless or lackadaisical when I'm trading, because ordinarily after taking this trade here, this will have given me how many position, maybe about $100, uh, so because there's a sentiment of news coming, maybe that's why we're already having this kind of filler. This is today's 10th. Okay, so let's look at it. Okay, so there's a sentiment by 1:30, CPI news coming by 1:30 and all of that. Okay, so if the news favor US dollar, that is DXY will be strengthened. And if you go and look at it now, this one gold is already repatriating and all of that. But and somebody who is on trade with a very fragile position, and you see DSY, let's look at what DSY. Now DSY just like got a kind of bounce. But if the news is very terrible against DXY, then you'll find out that this guy is going to plumb down back here. That will give room to gold to go as big as possible. Are you getting it now? Because gold really have a very strong support here. All right. So I'm just doing all of this for you to know that when you have a kind of good source of call it salary structure, you'll be fine, because you know that above all, you will be making money even no matter how the market is twisting here and there and all of that. So ladies and gentlemen, salary structure for life is through Paynet system. So if you are not yet on board, chat up with me on my number +234 +234 90470 44998 +234 90470 44998, right? Go to the comment section, click on the link, get registered, and then let's make money together. It's very amazing, and then people are doing massive exploits on this platform. So don't waste time, don't relax. We are making money, and then we're helping ourselves. So build, make salary, and then diversify into different low gems and all the like. So do have a nice time. My name again is Mida Jimo, the team lead of Plan B Express. If you want to learn more about crypto, diversification, and all of that, why not? You can pick us up, and then we'll give you full training, because what we deal on is instructing, directing, and guiding people to profitable trading and investing in the digital space. Thank you very much. Until I come your way again. So go to the comment section, click on the link, get registered, and let's make money together. God bless you. Bye for now.